Have you ever downloaded a dating app, spent 45 minutes picking your best pictures, wrote a bio, actually showered, put on a decent outfit, opened the app, and then nothing? No matches, no messages, not even a hey. Meanwhile, your friend uploads a picture where he's half asleep, wearing a wrinkled tee, and somehow my bro gets 37 matches, and you're sitting there like, what the fuck, man? Am I just invisible? Well, maybe not. But modern dating has definitely created an environment where a lot of average men can feel invisible. And before somebody gets mad, I'm not saying women don't experience dating problems too, as you know, we all know they absolutely do. But dating can be frustrating for everybody. And in today's video, we're talking specifically about why a lot of average men feel like they are getting overlooked and why dating apps can make that feeling way worse. So let's jump straight right into this. Alright, gang. So first things first, you got to understand something. Dating apps are basically giant marketplaces where everybody gets reduced to a few pictures, a name, an age, and approximately 73 words for a bio. That's it. I know it's tragic, but hey. A woman might never see that you're funny. She might never see how you treat your friends. She might never see your personality. She might never discover that you are actually a great conversationalist because swipe, then gone, and that's the problem. Some qualities take time to notice, such as kindness, humor, confidence, intelligence, and reliability. Those things don't always fit inside a profile picture. So, if you are an average looking guy who becomes much more attractive once someone gets to know you, the app format can be quite brutal. It's like what's the analogy that I'm looking for? It's like judging a movie by the thumbnail. How do you even know if it's going to be good or bad? Bruh, you haven't even pressed play. Alright, segundo, I'll go with men and women often experience apps differently. On many dating apps, men tend to swipe right more broadly, while women tend to be more selective. Research has found differences like this across dating platforms, and there are some obvious reasons. Women often receive more incoming attention, which means they have more profiles to sort through, whereas when and men, on the other hand, can swipe for what feels like an entire geological era before getting a match. So you end up with two completely different experiences. One person is thinking, why are there so many people? The other is thinking, are there even real people here? That's how the same app can feel completely different depending on who you are. All right. So for number three, we can go with the algorithm doesn't know your soul. Now, here's something important. Dating apps don't know you're a good person. They don't know you will make an amazing husband. They don't know you are hilarious after the first three dates. They don't know your mom thinks you are handsome. They see behavior, photos, swipes, likes, messages, location, preferences, and other signals. So, if your profile isn't getting attention, the algorithm isn't sitting there saying, yeah, this dude is boring. It's simply responding to how users interact with your profile, and that's why presentation matters. Good photos, clear information, a decent bio, actual effort. You don't have to become somebody you are not, but you do need to make it easy for someone to see who you are. Think of your profile as the movie trailer. Don't put the entire movie in there, but at least give people a reason to press play. Alright, so numero cuatro, I'll go with average doesn't mean unattractive. This one is important. A lot of guys hear average men and immediately think, boy, I am cooked. No, 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 absolutely not. Being average looking doesn't mean you are unattractive. It means you are average. Congratulations. You have joined approximately half the population. The problem is that online dating can distort what average looks like. You are constantly seeing carefully selected photos, best angles, best lighting, best clothes, best moments. Nobody is uploading a picture of themselves at 7:13 a.m. with one eye open, trying to understand why their alarm is screaming. All right. So social media is a highlight reel in a way. Dating apps are basically a highlight reel with flirting attached to it. So don't compare your normal life to everybody else's best photograph. All right. So for five, I'll go with your environment matters. Here's something people tend to overlook. Your dating results aren't just about your appearance, they are also about where you meet people. If you're spending all your time at home, working, gaming, going to the gym, then going home, your dating pool is basically you, your refrigerator, and the Amazon delivery guy or delivery woman, if you are a guy. You are limiting your opportunities. Meeting people through hobbies, friends, classes, events, volunteering, sports, and or social groups. Which tend to give people a chance to experience your personality, and that is quite huge. I say quite huge, because some men are much more attractive in person than they are in a dating app profile. Maybe you are funny, maybe you are confident, maybe you're a great storyteller, maybe you have that mysterious, I don't know what it is, but there is something about him energy. You can't put all of that into six pictures. That's why real life social interaction still matters. Numero seis, I'll go with you might be invisible to the wrong people. Now, this is where I'm gonna challenge you a little bit. Sometimes you are not being rejected by everyone. You are just trying to get attention from people who aren't interested in what you offer. And that's okay. Not everybody is going to like you. That's literally impossible. You don't like everybody either. So, yeah, think about it. You could be someone else's absolutely not, and somebody else's, where has this man been my whole life? Same person, different preference, different chemistry, different circumstances. Yeah. Dating isn't a universal ranking system. You are not trying to become attractive to the entire population. You are trying to find people who are actually compatible with you. That's a completely different goal. Or as they would say in Spanish, un objetivo diferente. Alright, y'all. Bonus point. I'll go ahead. I'll go with this one. Stop making dating your entire life. This might be the biggest one. You know, if dating becomes your entire identity, every rejection starts feeling like a judgment on your value. One person doesn't respond, nobody wants me. One bad day, I'm gonna die alone. 3 months without a relationship, it's over. Bro, relax. RELAX in capital letters. You are a human being, not a stock price. Your dating life will fluctuate. Sometimes you will get attention, sometimes you won't. Sometimes you'll meet somebody amazing, and sometimes you'll meet somebody who makes you understand why their ex needed therapy. That is life, ladies and gentlemen. You should keep building yourself anyway, your career, your friendships, your health, your hobbies, your confidence, your purpose. Because ironically, the more complete your life becomes, the less desperate you become for one person to complete it. And that is attractive. ATTRACTIVE. In closing, y'all, so why do average men sometimes feel invisible in modern dating? Because dating apps reduce complicated human beings into tiny profiles. Because attention is distributed unevenly. Because algorithm reward certain behaviors. Because appearance matters more in the first few seconds online than it does after somebody actually gets to know you. And because modern dating gives us way more opportunities to compare ourselves with other people. But here's the thing, you don't need everybody to want you, you need the right people to see you. So improve your profile, take better pictures, go outside, meet people, develop your social skills, take care of yourself, build a life you're proud of, and stop treating every rejection like a Supreme Court ruling on your worth. You're not invisible. You might just be standing in the wrong room, using the wrong strategy, or waiting for someone to notice qualities that you haven't given them a chance to see. Okay, gang, if this video spoke to you, please, pretty please, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. As you already know, before leaving, I gotta hit you with a final question. Do you think modern dating has actually become harder for average men, or are dating apps just exposing problems that were always there? Let's talk about it.